let us welcome, okay? Let us welcome Jeff Jackson all the way from the United States. Jeff, how are you? You have to unmute yourself. How are you?
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Oh, I think we are all dying to hear your story, but let me just give you our viewers a brief introduction of your situation. Jeff suffered externally quite gruesome skin injury, disease. I don't know what you call it, but it's not something that he wanted. And unfortunately, it happened. So before we show you the photos and pictures that he has sent to me, maybe, Jeff, you can tell us, or maybe we should show them first. What do you think?
Show them and tell at the same time, maybe?
Yeah, show and tell at the same time. Yeah, that's the best. All right, that's a good one. So there you go. And
they're still rough to look at.
Yeah, so this is
that right there is scalp psoriasis. Just to let everybody know first, after the second vaccination shot, within 30 minutes, I started having an allergic reaction. Never had no skin problems before. So it was kind of overwhelming, to be honest. Even looking at it right now, it's very overwhelming, but I started the severe itching and the burning, and within 5 days, I was covered head to toe, literally head to toe, in plaques and shedding my skin. And this went on for 9.5 months straight.
Wow. And you were diagnosed as a vaccine injury?
I was diagnosed. I had 2 biopsies come back positive for lichenoid dermatitis, scalp psoriasis, and inverse psoriasis.
All right. Let's just show some other photos as well, and you can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, that's hard to look at.
I know. It's
what makes it okay to look at now is knowing that I don't have it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Awesome. But when you had it for what, about did you mention 9 months, or was it more than a year? I mean,
I actually looked like this for a little over 9 months.
Okay.
I wasn't able to leave my apartment because skin would be flying off me left and right. I'm pretty sure you'll come to a picture here pretty soon where it shows the dustpan right there. If you'll look at that one right there, you can see it on my eyelids. I try and lay down at night. My skin became so sensitive that those plaques would fall off my eyes, and they would pierce me like knives all in my face and all over my body, and they would drop into my eyes, and I'd lose vision for days at a time.
That's behind your ear, right? So
yes, sir. There's a right there about 1 inch from the ear. It looks like a crystal that's hanging off my ear, and that's actually the development of a skin tag. I never had no skin tags in my life, and now I've got like 50 of them. Under my armpits is real bad. Behind my ears is real bad too, like in that picture.
Yeah, I didn't show the armpit pictures, but maybe we'll show others.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you can even see right there in the armpits.
Yeah, you can see
how black they are.
Yeah, absolutely, you can see it. Yeah.
The pain is I can't describe the pain. I've suffered from gout since I was 11 years old, and everybody knows how painful gout can be. This is way more painful than gout. There was nights where it was so painful I'd wake up on the shower floor with the water hitting me still, and wake up an hour later not knowing what happened. I'd pass out from the pain.
Wow. And you're a big guy, and when you say it's that painful, wow, I cannot imagine.
6'1", 250 pounds. Climb cell phone towers and go straight to the gym. I thought I was a pretty tough guy, but this will humble you.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
And look at that. So, I mean, do you still have all this? I mean, like, tell us.
No, sir.
No more?
Sir. Eventually, with so many great and amazing people will come into your life when this happens, and they share information about what they may know, or cures or remedies and stuff like that. And it's basically, for me, it became a trial and error situation to where I became my own lab rat, I guess you could say.
Yep.
But 75% of my skin problems I've gotten taken care of by using a mixture of what I put together: colloidal silver, the neem oil with aloe vera and tea tree oil, and then I'd sprinkle the powder zeolite on top of it, and then I'd rub it all over me, my whole body. Within
Yeah.
5 days, I basically got it to go away. But there were still places, the top of my head, my underarms, my under region,
Yeah.
and the lower part, lumbar part of my back, there were still problems. And that's when this amazing device came in handy. That right there, if you look at the picture on my left, which would be camera left, I believe, I was able to cross my legs. I had a buddy come over here that helped me out one day, and I said, "Hey, watch this." I crossed my leg, and if you ever seen a lava lamp, that redness would move around like the lava in a lava lamp.
Wow.
You could actually sit and watch the color move through my legs.
And this, yeah.
That was on my back. That is what the actual plaques. I have to go back to the dermatologist, and what I originally thought it was plaque psoriasis. But after the 2 biopsies, it came back as the lichenoid dermatitis.
And this is a residue, the skin.
Every single day, I would sweep up my apartment 2 times, and that's what I'd get. Before I'd go lay down at bed at night, I'd have to sweep off my bed because of all the skin in the sheets and the, man, that's hard to look at.
How to imagine what you went through. And there's also a short video that you sent, which is actually showing us the sound, cracking sound.
Yes, this is from the psoriatic
even your
arthritis.
even your neighbor can hear it. So we'll play that. Okay, we'll play that. Yeah, they've just played that, and it's amazing.
I mean, I was people accuse you of using clickers or something to make that noise, and it wasn't. That was my knees. And now I could stand up. I'm sitting here moving my leg right now. No sound.
No sound at all.
No sound.
So how did you get to know about Prive International and iTeraCare, the device? I mean, how did you get to know about it? Tell us.
I've been on social media promoting my story and all over, and I've gained a lot of people in my life. One of the people who is a godsending and a pure blessing was Stacy Murray, who goes by the One Fairy.
The One Fairy.
And yes, sir. She messaged me on November 20th on my Instagram, and the exact message say, "Hey, where are you from? I want to send you a wand." And I didn't know what it was. Of course, I'd already had a little bit of knowledge of frequencies and stuff like that, just natural healing. But she said, "I'm going to send you this for free." And that right there touched me. I mean, when someone says, "Hey, you go to a doctor to try and get, help and everything, they want your insurance. So they want you to pay right up front. And here's an individual
who doesn't know you.
Who doesn't know me. She said she had followed me for a few months, and she felt compelled to message me and knew my situation was going on and everything. So she sent it to me, and I told her right off the bat, after all the treatments and supplements and the dietary changes and everything, and nothing working, you become hesitant.
Skeptical, right? Very skeptical,
and you become hesitant to use anything because it's like it's not going to work.
I know.
So she sent it, and it came in the mail in about a week. And a couple of days later, I tried it for the first time, and it was on a Saturday. I'll never forget it. She told me what to do. Is what I did is I used the wand on my entry and exit points, which would be my palms and my soles. Yeah. I charged up a glass of water, and I drank my water. And then I used the setting on 1, just to see what it'd be like. I did my palms and my soles of my feet, and then I focused on my stomach area and my head. That's all I did on level 1. And
how many minutes did you?
15-minute session.
15 minutes. Okay, so you followed, to the.
And that was on a Saturday. Well, I skipped Sunday because I had some stuff I had to take care of. But then on Monday, I decided on my next session, I was going to do the 15-minute section, and I used it on the level 3.
Okay.
So I used it the same exact way, drank the water and everything. And then that's when I started feeling the difference. I was talking to Stacy on the phone, and I was pacing back and forth. I had so much energy, you know, it was like a natural energy. It
Wow.
just felt great after being locked up in this apartment, you know, for 16 months. You just you lose your energy. You lay down in bed, everything depletes from you. You just don't want to do nothing. And I even told Stacy, you know, after the second treatment, the 15-minute treatment, that's when I took those pictures of the my underarm problem, and you could just tell the difference. Skin tags were shrinking up, some gone away, coloration was gone. There was no more scabbing or plaquing. It was amazing. So that put everything in motion for me to try a little bit harder. By the fifth day, I'll never forget it. I got dressed and I told myself I was going to get out, you know. For the first time in a year and a half, I went and sat down at a restaurant and ate a meal.
Wow.
You know, when you can't leave your house and you have 3 visitors over 16 months and you're doing everything for yourself and you're just trying to, it was rough. You just don't have no more social interaction, I guess.
I know people. People avoided you, and they call you all kinds of things, right? You mentioned.
Yeah, I've had memes made about me calling me a snake. One of the doctors that was supposed to be helping me at the beginning went on a podcast, and him and the host of the podcast called me a serpent shedding snake toxins on people.
Wow.
And the sad thing about it is 8 months later, he goes on to another doctor's podcast and claims that he was given the wrong information and that he was wrong. But no apology to me. So that all hurt. And far from that, I've had death threats, many death threats, people telling me to kill myself, people telling me that they were going to kill me or take my life because I was imposing harm to them by spreading toxins. The first time I went into the grocery store, I had kids running from me because skin would be falling off of me. The doctor even put it in the diagnosis that it was the most impressive thing he'd ever seen, because they had to sweep up a dustpan full of dead skin.
Man, you've gone through a lot. You are really, really brave. I mean, and look at you now. I mean, maybe externally it looks much, much better now, but internally,
yes, sir.
I guess you're still healing. And how many % would you say, you know, because of the iTeraCare, that externally and internally you're on your way to recovery? How many % would you put it?
I would say the extent of the externally, after I used the stuff that I made, I'd say that there was still about 35 to 40% maybe of the problem left. And because of the iTera wand, I think I'd maybe say there's like 5 to 10% left that I need to take care of externally. Internally, now that I'm able to move my knees, I wasn't able to move any of my toes on my right foot. Now I can sit here and wiggle them plain as day. One of the greatest things is that I didn't get a stand with my wand. So to get my back, I'd have to put it on a pillow because I couldn't move my shoulders real good because of the arthritic, the psoriasis. But now I can sit and you see full range of motion.
Wow.
I wasn't able to move my neck.
Yeah,
I wasn't able to turn my head. Now turn it side to side.
Amazing.
So I don't know if I can put a percentage on the internally, but I can tell you I have a life again. I moved out of my bedroom. I'm in my living room.
And you could get out there and have some food in a restaurant or something.
Yes, sir. I have a buddy in Mobile who was injured, and he's going through a very rough time. And 2 weeks ago, I just got up one day and I said, you know what, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to give him a wand to use. I didn't give him a wand because I couldn't afford it yet, but I went over there and I did a session for him. And I told Mr. John, when you're looking at him, he has the myocarditis. He had to have 2 splints. He had clots removed, all kinds of problems. And he looks, when you see him now, it's almost like he looks dead. Like he just, you know, eyes shut, he just don't move. But after that one session, I told Mr. John that he had a look in his eyes, and what is something that I like to call the alive look. You just looked alive. He had energy.
Jeff. I mean, You've gone through a lot. Look, listen, we're gonna give you one. All right, we're gonna give you a classic. We're gonna be shipped to you soon. All right, so.
Oh,
And
I have the one, and it's
no, you can give
amazing.
it to
Oh,
whoever
okay.
you know. So
Yes, sir.
all right, okay.
Yeah,
So
he
we're
actually
good.
tried to get on the live stream last Friday, and every time he
I know.
typed it in, it would erase it. So
There you go. You don't even have to try.
no,
I
sir.
feel you. I feel you. All right. So
I do appreciate it, Doctor.
we're gonna give you one. And all I can say is thank you so much. You're brave to come forward to share. And I think tell our audience, why is it that you want to come forward to share? I mean, you're not
The main
against.
reason,
You're not
just like
against.
I've told
Yeah.
everybody else on the other podcasts, or anytime I've gone public with this, I do want to get healing. That's my number one concern, to heal myself. But after that, I want other people to be healed, because there's people out there still that I know of, or they don't want to come out. They're being ridiculed or something like that. They're scared. They're afraid. Well, I want to be able to help people. People need to know that there's other ways, and it's not just about the injured. You know, let's go ahead and set that out there. This isn't about just the people who have gotten injured from that. There's all kinds of helpful benefits from this. All you got to do is go research it. It's amazing, some of these stories, these testimonies of what people share. It's just amazing. So yeah, I just want people to know.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing. It really is. I can't. It's almost so much joy that it leaves you word struck. You can't speak about it.
So it has now become your why.
Oh yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And it is
Anyway.
definitely a daily routine, because if I
Yeah.
stop a day or I take a break, I can tell. You can tell. You really can. And that's one of those things that says, hey, you're doing something right, because something's working. You don't use it, it stops working. It's got to be working. So
Yeah,
stick with it.
I know. Well, thanks a lot, Jeff, for coming to this live stream and to share with so many viewers who will be watching
Well, I
this
appreciate y'all
live
having me.
stream after this, and I'm sure they will be listening to your story and maybe give it a go, right? Just give it a go.
I appreciate y'all so much. You just don't know.
I feel you, man. So take care and see you soon, all right?
Yes, sir.